There are two kinds of behaviors that people who struggle with their body image tend to engage in. One is body avoidance. This can look like avoiding mirrors and photos, wearing really loose clothing, not wanting to see or be seen in your body. The opposite of that, the other kinds of behaviors are excessive body checking. This can be stepping on the scale multiple times a day or week, taking lots of pictures of yourself, trying to get a sense of what you look like, comparing photos from now to the past to see if your body has changed, pinching, feeling your body, those kinds of behaviors. And even though those two different types, they're essentially opposite. One is that you're trying to see your body excessively to get a sense of what it looks like, and the other is you're trying not to look at it because you don't want to know. They both sort of operate on the same mechanism, which is that you get a temporary sense of relief from the anxiety that you have around your body when you engage in them. So for someone who's checking, they're saying, oh, there might be something wrong with my body. I need to check to see if it has changed. And sometimes when they check, they get relief from that. Sometimes they don't. With body avoidance, you're similarly getting relief from having to see your body, from having to experience the intense emotions that come up when you see your body. The problem with this is that when you eventually do see your body, you haven't learned how to cope with those intense emotions. And by avoiding your body, you're also reinforcing the belief that you already have, which is that there's something wrong with my body and I can't handle the feelings that come up when I see my body. So again, when you eventually see your body, those emotions are that much more intense because you've told yourself through these behaviors that you can't handle it. And while it is true that mirrors and photos do inherently distort our appearance, like we're never going to get an accurate picture. We can look different from photo to photo, angle to angle. So we don't want to spend too much time looking in mirrors and photos, but we want to be able to see ourselves in a mirror and photo without having a meltdown or a panic attack, which can be really common for people who struggle with body dysmorphia. And so to get to that place, we want to be able to desensitize our brains to our image. And we usually do that through coaching or therapy, through something called mirror training or photo retraining. And it's basically when you see an image of yourself and you work with a therapist or coach to cope and address the emotions that come up, which usually stem from past negative experiences and negative core beliefs that you have about your body and your worth. Another thing is learning how to see yourself in a neutral way, learning how to zoom out, because normally when we struggle with our body and we're seeing ourselves in mirrors and photos, we are zooming in on the parts that we don't like, and that's what amplifies the distress. So one is processing the emotions that come up when you see your body, and two is shifting to a more neutral way of seeing and talking about your body.